Do you want to know the top 3 strongest epic commanders and who's the actual strongest commander? And do you know or do you want to know why it's not even close? Well, if so, stick to the video. But before we go ahead and start this, what's up going guys? My name is Nico and I welcome you yet to another video. Today we are like one day right before the KVK1, so I will definitely do a lot of KVK1 videos explaining exactly what's going on, what you should do and why you should do. But right now we are gonna take a look at the top 3 commanders, epic commanders you should definitely use or at least think about using. Well, starting with number 3, and this one was the most trickiest because if we go ahead and look at the epic commanders, there are plenty of them. I'm not including Kira and Diao Chan. Those two are more or less, you will never get Diao Chan. And Kira is a commander that's specifically made for a special event. Although she's not bad, she is like she's not the best. All right, I mean, deals direct damage to up to 3 enemies in a fan of 1000, which is not bad. Some damage to barbarians, some attack bonus, archer defense bonus, which is really not bad. Some skill damage bonus, it's not bad. All right, but you have to know a lot of these skills are just in the scenario battle, which is Ceroli Crisis, Ceroli Assault, and Ion's Ballad. Is it Ion's Ballad? Yeah. There you got some more damage and just like additional skill damage. So Kira is probably one of those honorable mentions, and also an honorable mention would be Belisarius, because Belisarius has a use, especially in KVK 1 and 2, but he's more or less just a barb chaining because of his march speed bonus, because you will get 25% march speed bonus. I think here you got 50% more march speed bonus for 10 seconds when you exit the combat. So those are the honorable mentions. Right now, who is the third best commander? I was really thinking about it. The third best commander, epic commander. Some of y'all may say Bjorn Ironside. Maybe some of y'all may say Herman. I don't know who would say Kusanagi, but yeah, there are some people who would say Kusanagi. Maybe even Pelagius could fit in. Maybe even the new Pericles could fit in as the third best option as an epic commander. But in my opinion, if you're gonna take a look at all of these commanders, there's only one guy who fits in the third position, and that would be our good old friend Osman. I know he's a leadership commander, but why is Osman so broken, or can be really strong? First of all, gonna take a look at his first skill. It's a single target damage, but he deals 850 damage. This is not bad. For an epic commander, single target damage 850, that's really good. Then you got some attack bonus when you're attacking city. The second skill is not that interesting, but the third one, you get additional damage. 1 second after this commander troop uses an active skill, it deals additional 400 damage. Means if you have 850 damage, you deal 400 more, means it's around 1250 damage, and that is for a single target, and it's still an epic commander, so you will get him for free. The next one, unit capacity, is always good. That's something that's always good, not super good, not something you should seek, but it's still not bad. It's okay. But what really pops up is his expertise. Deals direct damage to a targeted troop 1100. I mean, that's so crazy. Means you will deal 1100 damage and additional 400. That's 1500 damage. That's almost the same like Minamoto, but Minamoto has some additional damage. The good thing is on Osman, he's a leadership, so you can use every single troop, and you don't have to be you don't really need to care about which troop you use. So if you use some archers or some infantries or some cavalries, it's still okay, because Osman does not care. Osman is really a really good option, and I was really thinking about putting him, Boudica, or Bjorn. One of those. Boudica is a really strong commander too, has some direct damage and a lot of debuffs. Bjorn has some some buffs, some damage. I mean, Bjorn is really a good one, and you can make an argument for Bjorn, but I would pick Osman, in my opinion, as the third best epic commander. Then why another why Osman is the third best commander is because he has the skill tree. And as we all know, the skill tree is basically one of the absolutely strongest trees. First of all, you can go for the Naked Rage. Means you will deal more skill damage, but also take more skill damage. So you can you will deal 6 more skill damage, but you will be a little bit more of a glass cannon, which means you will be a little bit weaker, but you will still do a lot of damage. And you got some less skill damage, so if you have that Heraldic Shield and also that Naked Rage, then you will not receive any plus or minus damage. You will receive still the same damage, but it will deal additional 6% damage. Then you got some skill damage to all of all types, which for him as a leadership commander is crazy good. Then you got some more skill damage. Then you got some active skill rage bonus, another extra rage. That means he will pop up his active skill more often than normally. Whenever this commander troops uses an active skill, gains bonus to all. Yeah, another skill damage. I mean, this one, should it even be a question? I mean, Osman, he's so strong. I know single target damage is not what you seek, but in KvK1 especially, where you still are using the epic commanders, you will see a lot of 1v1s, because a lot of times people disagree and don't understand how to be in KvK1 and how to play KvK1. So I think Osman, if you really are seeking a commander with high single target damage, Osman is the way to go. Well, coming in for the number 2, and this should be no surprise, it is our good friend Baibars. Why is Baibars so OP? Well, he's the direct opposite of our good old friend Osman. He has some basically like AoE damage, which means he will target more than one troop, in this case 3 troops, and deal 750 damage. And those troops that are hit by this skill will lose march speed up to 30%. That is not even expertise, and it is really good. It would be even good for a gold key commander, but he's not even expertise, and this is really good. Then you got some cavalry attack bonus, always good. Then you get some reductions, which is not bad, like attack and defense reductions, but only against the city. So this third skill is not that much of an importance, but a fourth skill pops up again. You got some more speed bonus, and you get some healing factor, and that is always good, especially the march speed bonus. The healing factor is not that bad, but the march speed bonus is always good. Being fast on the map is always important. And then we look at his expertise. I mean, do I even have to tell? His expertise deals 5. Oh my goodness, this is so huge, and I'm really thinking and considering giving Baibars at number 1. But deals direct damage up to 5 enemy troops in a fan. 1,000. That is the damage factor is 1,000. That is so huge. And some of those troops lose 50% march speed. I know it's for 2 seconds. I don't know if there is a cooldown for that or something. No, it's only when you hit. I mean, this is so good. I mean, I have never read it before, like before this video, but it's so huge. 1,000 damage to 5 enemy troops, and the most important thing is you don't lose those 15% like by for example YSG or Tutmosis that are losing those around 15% for every single bonus troop. So 5 targets. Now, why is Baibars so strong and why you should use him? And when should you use him? First of all, he's also strong because also he has the skill damage talent, which is so huge. With who should you use Baibars? Baibars should be a primary commander, but he can also be a secondary commander. But if you want to use Baibars and have the maximum value out of him, I would probably put him as a primary commander and Belisarius, or if you are lucky with Cao Cao, you can use Cao Cao behind him. I know a lot of people tend to play Minamoto paired with Baibars, but in my opinion, Baibars is not a secondary commander, and I don't see him as a secondary commander, and in my opinion, it's a waste for him to be a secondary commander. So Baibars should be used only if you're not investing into Minamoto, or if you're just unlocking Minamoto but you don't want to play him, then you should use and consider using Baibars, because you will have so much fun with him. On this account I did not play Baibars. On many other accounts I did play Baibars because I was free-to-play player there. In this account, this is a restart account and I'm not a free-to-play player, as you can see, but Baibars is so huge. And the pairs are very simple. Baibars with Belisarius, it's a very cheap and very strong combination. There is also the possibility of using Baibars with Cao Cao, and if you're a spender, I wouldn't do it, but you can, and that is Minamoto as a primary and Baibars as a secondary. But I would definitely not use Baibars as a secondary. It's a waste. Baibars is so huge as a primary champion, and if you really want to play him, you will definitely need his expertise in order for him to be at his absolute best. Well, and coming at number 1, and I think a lot of people won't be surprised with this, is our good old friend Sun Tzu. Well, do I even have to explain why he's so strong? Well, you know what, we're going ahead and we're gonna call why he's so strong. First of all, his first skill. I know I have him expertise, so I'm gonna read the expertise one. He deals up to 5 enemies 800 damage factor. This is like so good. After 1 second, troop hit by the skill take additional damage, which is 200 factor. So he deals basically the same amount of damage like Baibars, just with 1 second more. So like a little bit less, but like still it's an AoE. Up to 5 enemy troops take 1000 damage, which is so huge, and he even gains 50 rage after using his AoE. So that's why he is probably stronger than Baibars, because he has more damage and he has even a buff for himself. His second skill is just for garrison, so you don't really care about this. Then you got another passive skill where this commander troops take less damage and his infantry units gain 10% health. So there is a powerful debuff, powerful buff just for him, and you will definitely need to use Sun Tzu as an infantry. There is nothing you can pair him with, so Sun Tzu as a epic commander is so huge just with those two, and we are not ending even. This skill is so, like, I can't even tell how strong and important this skill is. Skill damage bonus means 20% skill damage bonus if you already if you already do, let's say, around 1200 1000 damage. That means you will do 1200 damage to 5 enemy troops in a fan. And I mean, he's an infantry unit, and also has the skill tree, so he will do additional skill damage. We can look at the talent tree I'm using right now. As you can see, I have a Feral Nature. I'm not going for the Naked Rage because I want him to be a little bit more tanky. For Baibars, he's a cavalry. You don't need cavalry to be tanky, you need a lot of damage, so there I would actually insist of using Naked Rage. But here I don't. In general, you don't need it. You can, you don't. Here I wanted to go for Undying Fury, and I'm probably going for the Snare of Thorns, as this is some you will get to reduce some march speed for your for the enemies, so it's not bad. I mean, especially this skill tree is what you're looking at, and if the infantries, you can play around with it. I would definitely go for the Undying Fury, so you can get some extra rage. That's always really good. But yeah, Sun Tzu is still number one epic commander, and I'm not sure when will the new civilization come. But in my opinion, this will not change. Maybe Osman will get some new commander that will probably that can replace him. It's not really hard, because even though Bjorn is very close to Osman, heck, even Boudica is really close. Even Joan of Arc as a support can be very close. Belisarius is not close. He's a good commander, but he has only one use and one purpose. Same goes for the Matilda. I would use her all the time, and if I could, I would. And right now, as you can see, I will push her probably to level 30, 35 something, so I can unlock her last skill. And Kira is a commander that is really strong, but in order for her to get, you have to sacrifice something you don't wanna, and that's from the what is it called? From the Ceroli Crisis and Ceroli Assaults. You would have to buy her heads, and there is better value than buying some epic commander heads just for having a strong epic commander, but not the strongest epic commander. So there is, like, I wouldn't recommend that. And that's about it, guys. I hope this video helped you out. If so, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. A lot of guys are actually not subscribers, so I think it's like 80% of you are not subscribers. So please make sure you subscribe to the channel. It helps it really does help. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next video. And yeah, don't forget, always play Rise of Kingdoms. Goodbye.